The federal government says joint police operations in Indonesia have stopped more than 550 asylum seekers getting on boats since the election. But the administrator of Christmas Island, Jon Stanhope, says while the government has a mandate to pursue a tough policy and boat arrivals have slowed, it's a process that lacks compassion and humanity. The former ACT Chief Minister has also lashed out at his own party's asylum seeker policy and says he hopes a new leader will take a different approach. National Security Correspondent Michael Brissenden reports.
Stopping the boats is the political mantra that helped put Tony Abbott into the lodge, and as promised, it's a main focus of business for the new government.
That's what we were elected to do. That's what the public expects.
The new Prime Minister today launched the first of 8 new Navy ships purpose-built for patrolling large areas.
This is an important escalation in our ability to maintain border security in the seas around Australia.
The government is also having some success stopping asylum seekers even before they get to sea. Since the election, joint Australian and Indonesian police operations have prevented more than 550 people boarding boats and targeted people smuggling operations.
The Indonesian National Police have also made 8 arrests, 5 crew members from the boats that I've just talked about, but also importantly 3 high-value targets.
And although the boats haven't stopped, it seems they have slowed, from 4 or 5 a week to now less than 1.
It's certainly the case that there aren't as many boats arriving at Christmas Island. You know, they're quite few and far between now.
Despite his Labor heritage, Mr Stanhope is still the administrator on Christmas Island. He's been in Canberra this week to meet his new minister, but he says this government certainly can't take all the credit for the decreasing number of boats. Jon Stanhope says it was the previous Rudd government's PNG solution that actually began to stem the tide of boat arrivals. And he acknowledges that's a policy this government has a mandate to follow. But even though he's seen it work, he says it's a policy he still fundamentally opposes.
Is that the indicator of success? That any asylum seeker that gets to Australia is immediately deported? Or is a key performance indicator or an indicator of success that you acted with compassion, you acted with humanity?
Mr Stanhope says many in the ALP are angry about the asylum seeker policies the party has prosecuted, and he says he hopes the new leader, whoever he is, will think again about what he says is an issue of principle with significant moral underpinnings. Michael Brissenden, ABC News, Canberra.